Hi everyone, I have Sireph joining me live now for this next match that we're going to have. Hello Sireph, how are you doing?
Doing great, man. Glad to be back on stream again. This last week, good to have you here filling in for me today.
Very awesome, man. No worries. Thank you for saving my voice and coming back and giving these guys some more awesomeness to watch with us on ESL here. I'm just going to stick the cam on. Sireph is not Tarquin. Tarquin has abandoned us for a little bit. I'm going to move Sireth's head on over there just so it doesn't put me off. We saw some interesting matches. I don't know how much of the last couple of matches you got to check out. But the Plastic Fantastic versus Cheese Mode was very, very interesting. It was a great match to watch, and I'm kind of I'm not sure I'm surprised by the what happened in the match, but quite dominating as well. Pretty good going.
Yeah, man. So in the first match of this, really, who got carried hard? The team from Shad just really played an excellent rotational game, just able to be pretty much everywhere the other team wasn't. And they also dominated in team fights as well. We have Shad Wronger to thank for that. Pretty much the Spirit Ranger of the standard meta that's out there. He's on point with it today. And lots of people, of course, Milo guarding it up as well. And Misha's an interesting mesmer, man, because last week he Helseth had lots of good things to say about Misha. Not so much about Yosh, but definitely about Misha.
Okay, yeah. I won't get into that too much, but yeah, I mean, Mesmer's really hard. It's very pigeonholed at the moment. I feel very sorry for him. I've got a Mesmer myself. He's my main. I switched very early on from Mesmer, especially as they went a bit downhill, but they're still really effective in maps and in fights. I think they're very, very useful still.
Apologies for the sirens, guys, as usual. Living in New York City has its ups and downs. Someone got stabbed is on fire, or got stabbed and is on fire at this moment.
Dude, I'm in London. This is all good. We're gonna have like stereo sirens going down right here.
Oh, we totally could. Capitals across the pond for getting stabbed. I guess.
Yeah, exactly. We're working in unison, trying to keep working together, you know. This is what we do, America and the UK and all that. How are we going with this match? It looks like we've got everyone in the map. Very interesting to see what's going to go on here. We do have on the red team, if you just heard that, a car has potentially crashed outside my house. I should probably quickly have a look at that to make sure it's okay. But hello, Guild Wars 2 is slightly more important in my life at the moment.
All right.
Right, okay, as you see on the red team, we've got, as we will see when I actually change over to our stream, just ignore these down here. I do have to edit them, and I'll edit them as maybe if Sireph wants to go through the two teams as we got now, and I can maybe have a little edit. That would be lovely.
Yeah, man. Let's start with Track, the NG for the red team. Enroe Griffins, formerly known as Terra Gaming, who were also formerly known as Accidentally Famous Oops, still running the tag Oops. He's gonna be running 6 Rune to the Undead with the pistol shield here, and the Rabbit Amulet with the 35 20 15 build here. Honestly, I'm not that great with the NG builds here, but he's definitely running a 2-kit NG with the Slick Shoes. Gonna be able to get the AOE off, no problem.
Yeah, he's like. I just switched over, to NG, so I get kind of excited when I see NG builds, especially if they're quite similar to mine. With this, you get a lot of swiftness off this spec. I mean, he's using every time you equip a kit, you're gaining that swiftness. He's got 2 kits there. He's also got the vigor as well, so he's getting a lot of endurance. He's dodging around a lot, so when he's got that forceful explosive trait as well, he's getting mines every time he dodges. He's putting down he's got everything. Sorry, I went on the wrong one there, but this is a very, very bomb orientated spec, and especially with the larger explosions radius, which got a bit of a buff in the recent patches as well. this is very, very powerful. But you can also move around the map very, very fast as well. So NGs they're nasty. That's all I'm gonna say.
They're highly mobile. They've got that AoE. Lots of damage coming up for those guys for sure. We move on to a Wu though, the warrior from the side of Oops. He's running. Let's see what he's got on him. He's got 6 runes, the Lissa, the longbow, and the hammer. Something very, very common. Also running the Zerker amulet with a Valkyrie's jewel. Running 0, 10, 30, 0, 30. He's got the cleansing ire. He's got the merciless hammer as well. Going to be going in for the Earthshaker a lot. Just going to be able to do massive damage. And of course, like every warrior, using that regen, using the ability to kind of just eat conditions. Really. They kind of don't feel them at all. Warrior's
we
pretty
both.
good now.
I saw your face there. No one else can see Sireth's face in the pain, but if you saw mine as well, it was exactly the same. Warriors, people think they're overpowered, but I think they are kind of where they are needing to be. Do you agree?
I kind of agree. I really like the fact that there is someone who can shrug off those conditions, and it kind of opens it up to the kind of like combinations that are like super interesting. So like you don't just immediately die to having going up against a team with like a lot of Necros or NGs or whatever. So I think Warriors where they're at is interesting. I just don't think people know how to deal with them exactly yet. But also I do think that the regen from the healing signet is so strong.
I've said it in nearly every stream I've got. I love it. It's just my favourite ability, and you don't even use it. It's just you don't have to worry about it, because if you use it, you're gimping yourself really, and it's not even worth using. Even if you to get out of it, you might as well just spam those abilities and just get some more damage off, because you're likely to get healed for more. I'm not sure what's going on in the chat. Should we keep going through? We can go down to fake.
I think we're actually tight on time, so I can't really go through all the builds though.
That's cool.
I'll just quickly talk about them while you fix the overlay.
Yeah, no worries.
Right, so I'm on Yosh right now. For those of you guys listening, unfortunately, they probably can't show this as he's fixing it. But Yosh, the Mesmer's got 6 runes of Alyssa, running great sword and staff with Zerker. And the skills are 20, 20, 0, 0, 30. Got the illusionary persona, running mass invis on the elite, blink, portal, and decoy as well. The other warrior for the side of, I think this is Oops, fake fights, got 6 runes of the Holbreck, with the hammer longbow, Zerker as well, with the 0, 10, 30, 0, 30 build. It's almost the same as a Wu. And then we move on over to the Guardian of that side. 6 runes of the Soldier with hammer, scepter, and its focus right there. Interesting stuff coming out, kind of standard for EU Guardian, 0, 5, 30, 35. Running 3 shouts actually. He's going man mode. He's got Save Yourselves out there. He's not up against a Necro that can kind of eat them, so that's really, really good. Nice planning there from that Guardian. And on the other side, I'm going to jump in with Cantrippin' Warrior. He's going to be running 6 runes of Alyssa, hammer, and longbow with Soldier's Amulet, Zerker's Jewel, 0, 10, 30, 0, 30. Standard. Other warrior from that team is Squares. Going to be going in with 6 runes of Alyssa, longbow, and hammer with the Soldier Zerker as well. Same build, 0, 10, 30, 0, 30. Shad Rongo, our Spirit Ranger. We don't really need to go over this because it's
standard.
Milo, the Guardian, from the side of Shad here, who gets carried hard. 6 runes of the Soldier, staff, mace focus, really interesting, as opposed to scepter. And looks like Cleric with Barbarian's Jewel, running 0, 0, 30, 30, 10. A little bit of a different build here. And he's running Hallowed Ground as a consecration for the extra stability, but mostly just for the pretty much everything else that comes up with that skill. Instead of having instead of having Save Yourself for those crazy shout boons and whatever. So I think we're kind of ready to go into this game, man.
Awesome. I was watching him using that Hallowed Ground. He was using it very effectively. That stability was very, very awesome. He was getting the downs off. He was roaming quite a lot for a Guardian, especially with that spec, so it was good to see. I'm just waiting for everyone to ready up now. Yeah, I'm interested. This fight should be very, very awesome. I'm just I'm wondering what's going on. I've got some bit of lag at the moment, sorry about that.
Well, man, it's alright.
Fun times.
Fun times with lag.
Indeed. Right, here we go. I'm good. Yeah, so it's
So
good.
Squares, last one already up here.
The match
And there we go.
Awesome.
So, have you been checking out the splits recently and seeing where they're going?
Yeah, we've been going to the splits. It's these guys. I mean,
chance to nail down your strategy.
I don't know where. There's so much variation. I've been seeing some new things tonight, which has been very interesting, and a lot of teams have been pushing for the closing fight. But we'll see how we're going now.
Yeah, man. If we pop up over to the map, we're going to see that this side of Red Team, Terra Gaming / Enroe Griffins, are going to be a little bit aggressive, playing 2 to the mid, 2 to the far, and actually the exact same thing is going to be happening for the other side here. Track heading home for this Red Team, and Cantrip and doing the same thing for Blue, but we're going to see some heavy aggression over here on Quarry, man.
Yeah, we've got the same.
We're going to Visha then coming over here with Milo, and Square is going to put some lockdown onto Track. Track cannot be saved by his supply crate there. Portal goes through, and they all go back to mid. Great plays here coming out, man.
Awesome movement there from those guys. We got the same over at Waterfall. They've basically switched over, and then the Mesmer's just used his portal as well, and he's gone back through. We got Misha, and we got Kant coming back over to Waterfall to try and take Oops out. Oops Yosh, who's doing quite well on there for a Mesmer. His health's going down quite far, but he's actually doing really well to avoid those attacks and to dodge around, and he does well to blink out, but might just go down off that condition damage. Yeah, it was unlucky there. He did very well to get out, and we just moved back to this mid fight at Graveyard.
That's right. So here in Graveyard, we did see Shadronger went down temporarily, but he was rezzed like very easily by his teammates there. Warbanner went out from somebody, tried to get someone up, but I'm pretty sure they did not go through. We're now seeing the Spirit of Nature Renewal coming out for the side of the blue team here. Of course, guys, if you're watching this, who got carried hard? Oh my god, the Spirit of Nature Renewal. Such a clutch res for Shadronger there. But carried hard. I did come through in that first game on Forest there. So they're up 1-0 in the series. They just have to win this, of course, to move on. What round is this, man?
Should be on the second. I'm a bit confused about where we are as well at the moment. We're going through.
We'll move on back to the fight here in mid. We're seeing fake fights just getting stomped out. Milo is on point here, the Guardian. So it's actually going to be a 3-cap momentarily for the side of Very Hard. Not a good showing from the side of Accidentally Famous / Enroe Griffins / Terra Gaming. So they're putting in a huge concerted effort here on Quarry, which is a really good idea. It's their home point. They need to come in here. They can't just afford to res piecemeal and just come in one by one, which actually they kind of are doing. They don't have enough aggression here. Track is going to get stomped out on Quarry soon, but we do see that the Warriors are kind of rotating to the other points. But who gets carried hard has predicted this, man.
I think so. I mean, they are so strong. In every time I watch them, if I've ever come up against these guys, and they're just so strong together. I mean, I've not seen them as much as I've seen other teams, and I know there's a lot of different teams out there playing together, but I think these guys are solid. They're just communicating. They're running around the map. I mean, you can see on the map now the Warrior's gone. He's gone up to Waterfall. He's up there. You know, they've got Quarry. They're all fighting in the mid. They know what's going on the map. They're keeping the points contested. They're keeping them blue, and they're just doing an awesome job. I mean, I can't fault them at the moment. And
yeah, you're totally right, man. Who gets carried hard? Really, really coming through here, really strong. But what Enroe Griffins need to do is they need a lot more communication. They have the mobility of the Mesmer. They're not really abusing it. They're sending their Warriors to far point. Warriors are better probably in those team fights with them. Able to do massive damage, and the Mesmers are kind of just getting stuck. Look, Yosh is down in the mid. He gets back up, but I mean it's just a matter of time. He's at 2.5k health. He's trying to get out of the fight, but really it's like he's gonna get trained down. So if we look at who else is here, Fake Fights is actually not going to be able to take Waterfall either. He's not even going to be able to decap it. He's about 4k health himself, and Cantrip is just running a racket on him, man. So like, what they really need to focus on where they are, right? So there's no one at Quarry. We actually saw Squares go up to the enemy base from Quarry, break down their door, and then rejoin the fight at mid. They're just waiting for that 350 mark. Finally, someone gets killed from the side of who gets carried hard, and that's wrong, or they're Spirit Rangers. That's good, I guess. Melo goes down, but we're gonna see Squares go immediately in, trying to res him. Has that big old bomb out as well, and looks like that was actually for the side of the Enroe Griffins, knocking the body away. But the question is, will he die?
Yeah, I mean they've actually turned this fight in the mid round, but they're actually got 3-on-2 situation now. I mean, they've got Mr. Malo down. Like you said, whether or not they actually get him down, he's been down for quite a while now, and we've got another down there as well, and he's rezzed up. They come back, you know. They're getting rezzed. They know what they need to do to keep in the mid, and they're keeping the guys running around the point, and they're coming back into the point, and they're going to switch this fight round. I can tell that. Yeah, they're just going to flip it round and put them on the other side.
The fight, but I'm not sure if it actually matters at this point.
Not really.
I think that who gets carried hard actually, I think that they're actually letting them take this. Look, they're gonna cycle out Misha. Misha ports in to get the Lord kill with Shad, with Milo. Like, they don't care about the midpoint. They let that aggression happen so they can sort of just cycle back and now try to end this game here. So they can easily take this to 2-0. No one from the side of Enroe Griffins coming in to deal with this at all. They're all out on the field. They're not in their base, and they've got 3 or 4 people in their base now trying to kill their Lord. It's not going to be a long time till this game is over.
I think the red team maybe.
I don't even think they realize that, which is they need to
I don't know.
to focus on their map awareness a little bit. Really just count on count who's where. If you're not seeing anyone capturing your points, if you're taking points really easily, maybe you need to ask yourself why that's happening. Because we did see pretty much everyone from Who Gets Carried Hard just walking in. Just porting in and walking in and taking the Lord out, taking an easy win here on game 2. So they've now 2-0'd this last team here in Enroe Griffins.
I was quite happy to see that they actually came back and they actually came back to fight. I know they at the end there. They obviously knew that they'd lost and let them get the Lord kill because I didn't think they wanted to end it. But they came back in and they actually did get some nice little fights towards the end, even though it was a little bit messy, I'll say. But they still came in and gave it their all. You know, in the last 2 matches as well, we had a very similar thing happen where the guys they wanted to practice, you know, and get better. It kind of turned into a bit of a scrim, so it was good to see that they got that. They wanted to get better in the fights rather than just thinking, I'm 250, 300 down. Screw it, you know, I'm just not going to play. But these guys came back and they actually came back and they really tried hard, which is mature respect to these guys who were all playing today. And they're really, really awesome that they all came into the tournament in the first place. I think that pretty much says a lot for these teams in the first place.
Yeah, man. Of course, both these teams, veterans of the ESL Weekly Cups, good to see their names still around as we keep doing these pretty much every week. So it looks like, guys, we will probably have to go into the finals first before the third place match, as Who Gets Carried Hard does have a little bit of a time issue. So we're going to be moving on to the finals before the third place match, and it's going to be Who Gets Carried Hard up against who?
No one's saying it.
All right. Well, we're going to find out for you guys momentarily, but Dan, how are you doing? This is your first ESL test, ESL Weekly Cup, man. How do you think you're doing?
I've done 3 or 4 shoutcasts so far, solo, and it's been for Aurora Glade, the EU server. So it's been, I think it's got out there quite a lot. But the thing is, I think it's a very different. You know, I've gone from 45 minutes to an hour to I think we've been doing this for 2 hours and 10 minutes now, and it's been going well. The guys are in chat, are supporting and really, really helping out, and they're giving us some good feedback. I'm doing all right. I'm quite tired. My voice is going for it. I'm glad you're here. You're a good man.
Feel ya. Yeah, casting is not an easy job at all.
It's getting around the map as well.
Oh yeah, it's such a thing that has to be worked on. So hopefully we'll bring you back for more. Get some more experience, and then do some major tournaments, right? But so
you trying to scare me.
The finals are going to be Cheese Mode versus Who Gets Carried Hard.
Awesome.
If I'm not mistaken, is that? Let me see. Hold on. Let me go back in my archives here and see exactly who the finals were of last time.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure this is just a rematch of last week's finals. And it is exactly that. So we're gonna see something really, really interesting if Cheese Mode and Who Gets Carried Hard are gonna butt heads and who will come out on top? Because if I'm not mistaken, Cheesemo took the last one. Of course, I should know this. It's all on my YouTube.
Who Gets Carried Hard won
/Sireph.
last week. I think it was quite a strong win, wasn't it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 3-0.
It might be good to try and get these teams on opposite colours this week if we can. See if that has anything to do with it. It might have been, you never know. Maybe one team doesn't like blue as much as the other.
So last week, Who Gets Carried Hard was blue, and Cheesemo was red. I don't know if that's an administrative decision to change it. We'll find out, guys. Oh yeah. So.
Yeah, we're doing
up, guys.
good.
We're gonna do the third place match as well after the finals, correct?
Yep, indeed. Apparently so.
Right.
We could
All
go
matches-
to a little bit of a break, unless
Yeah,
these
man.
guys
Whatever
already
you
seen
want.
it.
This is all you, man.
I think we're just going to go to a little one so we can just find out exactly for you guys in this stream what's going on. Then you can go and grab a coffee and some water. It's not an excuse for me to do the same. It's all good. It's starting to get late in the UK and Europe, so they need some coffee. I need some coffee to make my voice go worse. So I'll leave you with some beautiful music, and myself and Sireph will be back very shortly. Thank you guys. See you very soon.